Greetings.
Oh
That
my
was
gosh.
I said that
was
really
a
weird.
choice. Welcome to House Rules.
I feel like Mike is going to be making many choices tonight.
Ooh, all about the choices. Welcome to House Rules, where we play a very homebrewed version of D&D 5e. Cool. Now that we have that in there.
Mike is now free from his normal abode, and now the filter is off entirely, so we will see a whole new side.
Yes, we have been warned ahead of time.
Who knows? We'll see. Or I'll just play really well.
Sure, whatever that means.
Yeah, you will.
Whatever that
D&D
means.
game.
I will win. I will win
You
the
will
D&D.
win D&D.
You will.
I will win
role-playing, bro. You did it.
Oh gosh.
You know what, Mike? If you somehow win D&D tonight, I
don't
will be
know.
impressed.
If I win the role play, the other person gives me a cookie, but then does that mean that
All
they
right,
won?
let's focus. All right, so after arriving in an outpost
We lost our
of
focus
Wither,
an hour ago.
the party bedded down for the night, had a few conversations of various quality, and Yorick ended up saving Zunrith from a combination of alchemical ingredients that had seeped into the drow's body. However, well rested, you all woke up the next day, sort of. You found two particular individuals who were paying a bit too much attention to you. After following the taller figure out, you found one of the supposedly adopted children of Bramberley Stout. You also conversed with the other individual, being Rhaegar, who is supposedly still in contact with Mistress Vale. Over some alcohol and, I believe, a charm spell, the gnome spilled a little information to you about where you might find her new hideout before promptly blacking out. August and Lincoln walked the human back to everyone else, and then August went for a walk with this individual and slayed them under a dock. To be greeted slightly by Marisol, who was a little cheeky about the moment, but needless to say, you return back to the inn, the Starry Nights. What would you all like to do? It's about mid-afternoon.
Zunrath is going to sit in his broken door room and try to, without success, scrub the face markings that have newly adorned his face off.
Absolutely. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. I'll just go over and I'll knock on the door frame of Zunrith's room since he doesn't have a door.
True.
I'll just knock. Zunrith, I'm trying not to invade your privacy, but unfortunately there's no door here right now.
You already are invading my privacy by speaking through the doorway. What is it?
I was just coming to check up on you. You had quite a spell last night.
I am wonderfully healthy. Thank you, Doctor. I'm quite all right.
You're sure? Because
I'm perfectly all right.
well, let me know if you have any problems. Because what I had to give you was some very potent, and you were suffering the effects of...
Wonderful. Well, if I want a medical professional who touches me without gloves to stick anything in my face again, that would be wonderful.
It was an emergency. You're welcome for me saving your life.
Okay, whatever you say.
I'll leave. I'll go downstairs and I'll probably gather my books, and I'll just like be studying again still. And I will probably also, if I don't think we had any necessarily plans already laid out for today.
Okay.
So he would just gather up his stuff and he's gonna head down to the docks, and he's just basically going to start offering his medical services. That way he can make some coin, basically.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. So you're looking for, are you offering it just within the inn itself, or are you kind of asking around looking for a place where you might be able to plug?
I am basically asking around, just like, anyone need my services? I basically have a sign that I hand drew. Basically, it's just like,
Okay. Like a little hand-drawn sign. You know what? Make a check for this. I don't know what check, but just make one. Pick one. It can be, I don't know, maybe Tinker's Tools. I don't know.
perfect, natural one.
I just imagine you with like a little mechanical like thing that's like medical something for hire or whatever, and it just like spouts absolute nonsense. Medicine, drugs, get them here. Like,
I was picturing more like the Peanuts, where instead of it saying the psychiatrist or the doctor is in, it says the doctor is not here.
there you go. You go around and you get the impression that most of the people, several people who you can see are like have gashes and are clearly ailed in some way, are very discomforted by you in particular offering these medical services. There's a kind of a middle-aged man who's just like swatting you. Get away! Get away! Don't touch!
This doctor doesn't wear gloves.
Do you even sanitize?
Of course I do. I carry a simple bottle of purified alcohol on me at all times to keep my implements perfectly clean.
I've been going to the same doctor for 5 years. Just because they ain't here doesn't mean that I'm gonna stop now.
Well, that is certainly your choice, but you might want to get that looked at before you start losing the limb.
What do you know? Just kind of hobbles off. Unfortunately, rather unsuccessful. You actually get a little bit of, you overhear some rumors going around the town about this crazy gnome medical practitioner from God knows who, weird voodoo-y, like just total. People are totally slandering you, unfortunately.
I will not stand for this. Ugh.
Who's next?
And he can't stand very tall as it is.
Lincoln would basically just be spending some time with Mahar, so if there are any sights or things to see here, maybe they'd go for a stroll or maybe find a place to get a meal.
Sure. Oh, go ahead and give me give me an investigation check.
All right.
Or a social check if you would like to see how that goes.
I will do investigation.
Okay.
And that is not good. I got an 8.
As you go up, there's kind of this this child who it seems like everybody's just kind of giving you a wide berth. This looks to be around 11, 12 years old. But they're the only person available. What do you say? What do you ask?
Is there anything around here that would be a fun place to sightsee, such as a park or some locale or monument?
You can see he's got like 2 wooden dolls and goes, ah! And like runs one into the other and says, cool space? Yeah, there's a cool graveyard that I go hang out with my buddies all the time. Sometimes we like scare people.
Charming. Thank you.
Yeah. You want to come?
Not this time, but perhaps some other time.
Okay, fine.
But good luck in your endeavors in scaring people.
Yeah. Just don't walk on the northwest side.
I will be sure to avoid the northwest side. Thank you.
Cool. Also, are you two related?
He looks at Mahar, then looks at him. No.
Oh. Same nose. Just kind of walks away.
Thank you. Well, that was not helpful. I'm sorry.
It's it's fine. Kind of was a little funny. Yeah, let's just look around. I'm sure we can find something on our own.
Yes, indeed. I'm sure that you did not want to go scaring people in the graveyard.
I mean, you don't know.
Is
It'll
that
be
what you
fine.
want to do?
No, it's not.
Okay. That's what I thought. You were scaring me for a second.
Oh, you're good.
So,
Although I do spend a lot of time around Riga, or have over the past 4 years, so.
yes, that is an odd duck.
Death isn't as scary as it was. Anywho, let's turn our thoughts to more pleasant things.
Yes, of course. Well, I suppose we can maybe just go on the outskirts of town and just not go far, but just kind of look at the landscape. We haven't really been this far, or I haven't been this far away from home, so perhaps we'd just like to go for a stroll.
Sounds nice. And she kind of grabs your hand, interlocking the fingers, and both of you kind of head off.
Yep.
Do a little walk around. Who has something to do the rest of the day?
We had about 2 weeks until the ship came back, right? Or a week? Or what was it? How long?
I think it was a
So
week.
which ship are you talking about?
The one that had Bramberly on
That
it.
one's coming tomorrow.
That's coming tomorrow.
You guys effectively have a day before that one hits the dock.
Right. Okay.
You haven't found any information about how long they're staying or what they're here for.
Right.
Just that that's
We
what's
do
happening.
know that what was his name? I don't know. Told us they had a hideout in the graveyard, I believe. Or Brambley did. Bunch of stuff, people in there. Bunch of free things.
Who are you talking to?
Myself.
Okay. Like,
Well, I've already met with Gethel for the day or evening previous. So I guess I'll probably be sitting in the inn at a table, drinking, and thinking to myself quietly. Or also trying not to think about some things.
okay. As you're kind of sitting at the table, there is an individual who comes in cloaked, kind of nondescript. You try to get a good look at their face and it seems kind of muddled over. But they sit down and they just kind of take up space in a chair next to you.
You're trying to sell something, I don't want it. I'm busy at the moment.
I'm not interested in selling something. I'd like you to tell me everything you can about the Baron.
I'll glance over at the person. Can I see this person's face at this point?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check. It's still shrouded, and it's still muddy, but you might be able to discern some features. It seems to be masked by some kind of semi-arcane means. Go ahead and give me a check.
15. 15.
There is... The face shifts. And you know of somebody in your life that can do this. Very familiar. And as you take a look at this person, the face kind of takes on the visage of Eglantine. And then it shifts away. But, like, there is that porcelain polished look to the skin that retains. Despite the image shifting.
I'll lean forward a bit. Any of my party around? Probably not.
Would I
It's
then
not there.
basically run out of the docks basically and come back to check?
I think you're still marketing. I think you're still
Right.
trying to get things to work at this point, so you're not quite back yet. Zunarith, you are washing. Do you see yourself coming down around this time?
Yeah, probably around like the, early evening or something after washing my face doesn't work for a few hours. Just
Yeah.
cover it back up with something and just go back downstairs, hood up.
You've got like you've got blue like blush it like where red would be normally is like kind of like blue toned from like rubbing it a little bit raw and everything, which is just awkward against the red
Yeah, he's
red
just got full
imprints.
hood up. Full hood up is like just trying to conceal his face as much as he can.
It was a very coarse soap, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But you make your way
Probab-
down.
Probably was made by a human. Not a fan.
You make your way down.
Of
and you
your
continue.
faces.
Go ahead.
One of those faces you have. You shouldn't. Who the hell are you?
Who are you to say that I should not know my daughter's face?
And see, that explains this. But if she was your daughter, why would you have her face in that likeness? Now, after all, she was adopted when she was a babe.
And I was imprisoned for trying to rescue her.
Rescue, so it was forceful adoption.
Yes. Is that so
Then a-
shocking?
I don't know, should it be?
I don't know too much about you other kids. I just saw that she was amongst you.
Other kids. What are you talking about?
I recognized you when you rescued me.
You?
when you-
Rec-
Set chaos to the prison.
Really? Well, I'm glad you're out. You're very far north to be imprisoned by the Baron.
Let's just say the Baron has ties to all sorts of political machinations, places, schemes. Got caught, sent to facility to be experimented on.
Well, that does seem very much like a cohort of his. Well, so what is it you want?
I want to know the Baron's weakness. Why are you
Don't we
laughing?
all? Don't we all want to know the Baron's weakness?
You were close, you must know. What does he want? More than anything.
What does the Baron want more than anything? He's a glutton. He's a pig. He wants power, if nothing else, and at his leisure. But he is by no means lazy if he really wants to. He'll use other people to do what he wants. In fact, what's to say he's not using me right now?
Make a deception check.
$11.
They look at you. Very well. It appears this is a waste of my time.
Hold on. Don't leave yet. I'm just trying. You're newly out of prison for how many years, and you're trying to fight the Baron right away?
Trying to find my daughter.
What's her name? I assume she was renamed. So what's her real name?
I named her Angel.
Angel's dead. Sorry.
Make a persuasion check.
14.
Then you're sure.
Yes. The Baron had long but polluted her mind. And at the end, she was able to free herself from it. He had taken complete control of her. No doubt a help from Mavis Reed. I believe that's his practitioner of magic as well as his consort, if you did not know.
I believe that will be all the information I need.
I wouldn't do anything too rash out of anger, but at least give me your name.
Well, most recently I was called Valentino.
You're Valentino. That explains why you know so many things. So you're still... Are you still working with the Veil now, or have you abandoned that?
I work with them while it's at my convenience.
Well...
I
Um.
should start making plans.
Well... If you're looking for someone who has a lot of information on the Baron, if they're alive, and I don't know if he is. I haven't known for years, but if anyone knows anything, to find Leviathan.
Very well. I will seek the name out, find some information.
And out of goodwill, if you do find him, I would very much like to know.
Perhaps we can make an exchange of information at some point. You have given me some for now. He kind of gets up. They move the chair under the table. Thank you. And goodbye.
I'll just nod.
Leaves. August, what are you up to?
I guess I will go see Gethel Beatrix.
Okay. You make your way over to the small little cottage of a shop. Go inside the door. Same cluttered accoutrement everywhere. And the roughly middle-aged but very fine woman stares at you with her silvery blonde hair. Yes.
I was just wondering, do you fix things?
Do I fix things?
Like broken items. Do you fix them?
I can take a look. For a price, of course.
So, I do want to know, is the creepy thing that you do, is that like just for, you know, the... never mind. And I'll reach into my bag and hand her my broken music box.
Oh.
Can you fix this?
What a lovely piece. Fine craftsmanship.
Yes. Can you fix it?
Laced with sentimental value, I would be honored to fix this.
Right. So you can.
Yes, of course!
Okay. How much does that cost? And how long will it take?
I can have it done by tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I need... Do you have a token from the person who made this or gave it to you?
That's the token. Like,
She
that's
looks at it.
literally...
Perhaps, let's say, oh, I do hate dealing in gold, but let's say 10 gold will suffice.
Hold on, Lindsay's got to check her wallet.
You could also roll a history check if you wanted to.
How would a history check help?
We have a credit.
I mean, yeah, but I don't want this on the books. Yeah, okay, 10 gold. I'll do it.
Lovely. And do you have any paint jobs you want done? It's a little
No.
worn.
No, I want it exactly as it is, except functional.
It's exactly what I wanted to hear. And she takes it to her desk. Can I have a deposit?
Yeah, sure.
I'll take 5.
And I'll give her the whole payment, but all in silver.
She takes
If I had it all in copper, I would do that.
You can see like the wicked grin kind of go to a
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's all 100.
just the eyes decolor and she like counts it out. Shoves it into a little pouch. Well, enjoy your day, unless you had other business.
No, thank you. That's all I needed.
Have a wonderful day.
Yeah, stay creepy, Gethel.
Thank you.
And I will leave.
You can hear like a few pounding, like little tinkering metal clattering together as she messes with the music box you gave her.
And I will kill you if you do anything wrong to that music box.
Can't hear you! Continues to work. What else would you like to do, August?
Nothing.
Okay.
Head back.
Excellent. You make your way back to the inn. Zunarith, you watch this individual masked and hooded leave. Would you like to do anything in the area, or would you all just like to wait until the evening comes?
No, I'm good.
All right.
He's having his own thoughts and seeing uglier people than him doing ugly things, so...
Okay. All right. You all find yourselves in the Starry Nights kind of foyer, if you will. You have the night to do with what you will.
So, I'll order dinner.
Okay.
I mean, I've been sitting down here most of the day. Might as well eat at the table.
All right. You'll order food, and if there is no conversation to be had between all of you,
There might be some.
okay.
So, the Mr. Bramberly Stout's coming back tomorrow. And our good friend who you put on a ship, right? August? Is that what you did? I don't know, I left. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
He did tell us that his hidey hold is in the graveyard. If you wanted to keep the peace, disrupt some slave trade, perhaps.
Honestly, that seems like something that more interests you.
Well, I mean, I'm probably going to kill Bramberly tomorrow, regardless. But he's not the most pleasant individual, and apparently he has ties to our dear father. Speaking of which, it would seem a lot of people seem to know about the Baron these days.
Well, I imagine he makes himself well known.
I met someone earlier. Actually, the Valentino we set free. Apparently, he's Eglantine's real father. So,
What did he want?
information about the Baron to try and free his daughter. And, well, I had to break the news to him of her fate. So, not the most pleasant of days on my part.
Never is whenever you have to deliver that kind of news.
There. Well, just did a little bit of strolling around. There's not a whole lot as far as landmarks, but there are also some brats that like to scare people in the graveyard, so if we do stop by there, let's not have itchy fingers just in case we hear noise.
If they're brats, I mean, why does that matter?
Well, I don't think that people should be killed just for being brats.
Says you.
My question, pardon for interrupting, but why are you also concerned with someone that you don't have to deal with anymore? You're already, I'd imagine, free from anything more you have to deal with this unsavory character.
You mean
Why?
the Baron? You mean
Sure, right.
my adoptive father who is
You act
torturing
like
my loved ones
you
after
act
they've
like
died?
I'm paying that much attention anyway.
The one who put a hit out on me and wants me found dead anywhere on this continent.
So we go back
The
across the water to
one who killed my entire family and continues to torture them in the afterlife. That's
Oh.
the one. That has nothing to do with me right now,
Look,
apparently.
all I'm saying is that you all are alive.
Just because you have no loved ones, Zumruth,
Don't
doesn't mean that other
say
people don't.
what I do and don't have.
If you had any loved ones, you would understand where we're coming from.
I understand that my loved ones have toiled under the boots of the people that they have served for centuries. You do not get to tell me what I do and don't know about family.
All I
Okay?
is you don't seem to have any sympathy for someone who's trying to save their own families.
What?
Just seems to me
what
like
is
that would
all-
come from someone who's as selfish as you.
Oh. Pardon me. I'll go back to eating my food in silence and listening then.
Well, that would be the first time that ever happened.
Careful, sunshine. Your hair's going to all blow away like the wind.
Think my hair is pretty secure in my head.
Lucian, Lincoln, Yorick, make perception checks.
Perception. I'm not going to be useful this session. 7.
17 for me.
10.
17 on Yorick. You notice a slip of paper get slipped to Mahar in the midst of this conversation. But it continues.
So, what is the plan for tomorrow?
Well, we have to kill, capture, or... We need Brambley Stout. He's dead. He has some sort of connection to the Baron. And he has a ship.
Ship would be extremely useful right now.
And the ship is how we get back down towards Camelot, Avalon, Ugnaught, and Calvin. So
I take
apparently,
it we are...
also there's a war on. I believe is that what what's his name said?
There's a war? Where?
Or something, right? What did he say?
It's not near Ugnaught, is it?
No. I think it's with Camelot and Avalon.
My goodness.
I believe. Is that what he said?
Who?
The necromancer gnome fellow. I'm sorry, I'm spacing on his name at the moment.
I think she.
Rhaegar.
Rhaegar, yes.
Yeah,
Rhaegar.
Rhaegar had mentioned that they wanted information there. I think they were trying to maybe pit some people against each other. I don't think there's actually war going on yet.
Turmoil or conflict.
Yeah.
Well, if we are going to attack this Bramberley fellow, the question is, where? On the one hand, we could get the jump on him at the ship, but that draws a lot of attention, and security may get involved and it may get more messy. But if we wait until he gets to his hideout, then they might... We don't know what it looks like inside the hideout, and they would have basically home advantage.
Well, that's why we get to the hideout tonight. Get in there, make ourselves at home, and maybe lay a few surprises for them.
So we wait for them inside the hideout and ambush them. That's what you're suggesting.
It's isolated, it's quiet. They probably will not be expecting it.
Well, just don't kill him right away. We need a little bit of information, then. Anyone who's feeling like it can skin her alive. He's a freaking slaver.
My brother's with him. If possible, try to keep him alive, but don't... Of course, don't put yourselves in danger necessarily.
Your brother's like you, right? He can do things.
Presumably.
Well,
You and your brother aren't twins, perhaps. We don't need an awkward twin situation coming up when we can't tell you two apart.
Not identical.
Okay, fair enough. Um. So, what? We want to try heading to the graveyard tonight. Is there anything we want to grab in order to make a few traps there, I guess? I guess we probably won't know until we're there, really.
I'm sure a slave hideout, a slave trading hideout will have more than enough when it comes to change, spikes, traps, and manacles.
That's a fair
My
point.
tools should suffice. I should be able to come up with something. Zunarth, will you be coming along to help us deal with these slavers? Be a way to get off the continent, at the very least, with a ship.
If the numbers look in our favor, then I will help you.
Well, we don't know what the numbers are, so
Hence
get
why
that.
I said if they look in our favor.
fair enough.
Zunarth, if I may, what's your motivation? Why were you where you were?
Why would I answer that question? I thought I was the unagreeable hard ass of the ensemble.
I said nothing of the sort.
Disagreeable, yes.
Hmm.
You take my silence for something it isn't. But I would like to know you better.
Why?
Because I plot. And I also believe in the bond of others.
Insight check.
Make your checks. Don't tell us what it is, Lucian.
That's very bad. So
Okay, you said don't tell us what it is, Lucian, but didn't bring my dice out. So.
very nice.
Right. Let me do internet really quick.
That's 12.
Break and whisper.
So I think you got a good shot at beating that.
Convincing Zunrith.
Unless you're not trying to convince me of anything, or you're just being honest.
Well, I rolled a 3, so I am being honest.
Damn.
I am being honest, but I rolled a 3. So. We all have blood. Why should my blood be different than anyone else's?
I do not fully trust any of you, so I will say that I was in that prison for 30 years. As part of a failed expedition, let's call it.
And you were the only one there.
I was the only survivor, so I would quite imagine.
Well, I appreciate it.
Any other questions or party tricks you would like? My favorite color is blue, in case you want to know that and haven't figured it out by now. That's about all I'm willing to share else.
Mahar kind of speaks up. What was the nature of your expedition?
I don't trust you, especially you, enough for that, young lady.
Figures.
Maybe when you're older, I will tell you.
Mahar, if you don't mind me asking, why do you ask?
Because one overhears things. And certain things never made sense with the mistress until... Well, until you yanked that mask off of her.
Well, the worst thing that can happen for one who deals in secrecy is to have their secrets revealed. So,
Don't worry. I feel that mask coming off makes more questions than answers for you.
What? No, it doesn't. Literally, it answers questions.
Like what? What questions does it answer?
I don't know, any mask coming off answers questions.
Like...
Who are you? Where are you from? What race are you? Are you a man or a woman?
If you are confused if someone's a man or a woman because they wear a mask, then... Oh dear, someone needs to get your eyesight checked out.
I think there are plenty of men and women and in between who are indistinguishable from one another.
Are you sure that you're an elf?
Yes, I'm quite sure.
Someone must have knocked you on your head when you were younger then.
That is definitely true.
Makes
It's
so
called child abuse, and it happens.
Not in that way, but
there's a
I'm
little
sorry for
taste.
your loss.
There's a little taste for you, Yorick. Maybe that answers a few of your questions.
I have to agree with Zunrith, unfortunately. I think it raises more questions than answers.
That's not what I was talking about, but good on ya.
I have begun to doubt Jorik's capabilities of following some conversations. And it's not just because he's a gnome. It's because I saw that stupid sign he had.
Oh?
Did
What
you know
sign?
that he doesn't wear gloves?
Yes, we've all heard it, Zunrith. No one gives a shit.
Under an emotion.
Oh, so
I
you're the,
beg to differ.
the man gnome they were talking about in the city.
Would you like
Yeah, if
somebody
you would have
pricking
seen his
somebody?
sign down at the docks, you would understand why.
Oh, his sign is down by the docks.
Oh, he might have taken it with him. I went to see Getha Beatrix to ask about a few things she was offering, and
What did you write it on? Was it wood? Or, like, what did you? How did you
now
find a
I-
sign?
Now I'm actually curious.
Did you go buy
How-
a sign?
I want
oh
to see
no,
how,
he wrote it himself.
I want to see how fetid it looks.
What materials? Did you
Probably-
just pick up a
Probably
piece of
rotted.
bark?
You'll never know because I threw it in the bloody ocean.
I had a couple people in town told me that it was written in the body fluids of the patients that you failed to save.
Dear Lord, Yorick!
Well, this makes so much more sense now.
I storm off. I am infuriated.
Wait,
I am
come back! We're
infuriated.
going to a graveyard!
Who knew we would bond over harassing a gnome?
I am infuriated. You have insulted me to the highest degree.
I mean, it was just one, but that's still what I heard.
I'd believe it.
Boy. That's too much. Oh, yes, I learned a few things from Gethel yesterday and last night. Apparently, my mother was quite skilled in magic. And was best friends with Gethel.
And I'm supposed to care why.
No,
Are you
just make
sure
it up.
she wasn't lying?
Who? Gethel? No, this is a vision
Yes.
I had. I have visions, by the way.
Much more reliable. Sorry.
Yes. Yes, very much so.
Has he been drinking?
Yes,
Probably.
all
Yes, I
day
know he
actually.
has.
Usually does.
As he
All
says
day,
this, I come
actually.
back with a pint as well, and I just angrily drink from it.
Oh, good. The doctor's getting drunk. This is going to make his practice so much better.
Well, he's not operating right now, so I think.
Careful, he
You
might
don't know
touch you with
that.
his bare hands again.
Ugh.
And then we get to hear
As-
about it for another day.
You're going
As
to make me
August
vomit
says
if
this,
he
I
cries.
mage hand and I touch Zunarth on the side of the neck.
Is
Give
it
me
like
a
a
sleight of hand
stroke?
check. Give me a sleight of hand check. Zooner, give me a perception check. Let's see how this goes.
Oh boy.
Are you tickling? Are
Natural
you smacking?
20.
That's a 19.
Oh man.
So,
He's just
That's
cupping his
funny.
chin gently with the palm of Mage Hand.
All right, you said just on the neck, just on the side of the neck.
I want it to be
No,
a
I just-
caress.
No, I just poke him basically right as he says that. I just poke him right in the side of the neck, basically. Freak
Zooner,
him
what do you do?
nice try.
You
Oh,
say
you know-
nice try, and
Careful.
there's no one giving you any sort of response from behind you. Like you can hear people, like you can hear conversations like 20 feet behind you in like a booth, and there's not like footsteps behind you, like there's nothing.
Would I be able to deduce that it was like a mage hand or like a not normal hand, or would it just feel like a normal hand?
What's your intelligence score?
11. So
11.
plus 0.
So like a little above average is like
Yes.
11. So I would say, I wouldn't say maybe you would think about it being a mage hand, but maybe someone threw something at you is the closest you can get.
Just look at the ground for a second. Just must have been a fly.
Ah,
I have been
So-
practicing this while sitting at this table all day drinking various liquors.
Oh, you've been drinking all day and you say you've been having visions. Very good.
This was last night before the reeking happened. After, putting clothes on.
Are you quite sure you remember?
Of course I do. Why wouldn't I remember?
How
I
many
remember
fingers am I holding up?
How many fingers do you have? I can't see. Is it 4? Yes. 4 fingers. You don't have an extra one hidden somewhere, do you?
I don't believe him.
Anyway. I can do this now, and I'm going to use shape water on my ale.
What does it do?
Give me a second. It does a lot of things if I want it to.
Right, but I want you to describe what you're doing with the spell.
Oh, it kind of goes up and spindles around the bubble and then goes back down into the pint.
Okay, there's a child nearby that just looks over and goes, "Whoa!"
What's a child doing in the tavern?
Yeah. First of
I
all,
thought
this
this was
child
an
just
inn.
alone in a
We hear wow, all eyes turn to it. What are you doing here? Why are you here?
It's a dwarf child.
like
Nah.
They're taught to drink at an early age.
well,
That
I
one's
came
quite
here
ugly.
to listen to music with my parents.
Oh,
Yeah,
where are your parents?
there.
You sure?
Yeah,
They could leave at any time and you would be here all alone.
make an intimidation check.
Why are you getting so creepy with children?
Maybe you don't like
Damn.
kids.
Zunrath is just going to. I
20.
want to give advantage. Oh damn! I was going to give you advantage. Oh,
Give me
well.
advantage then.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
What are you
I
doing?
was just-
Add to the
We're
story.
just gonna lift the hood enough so that my eyes are visible for the child, and just glare at him with my beady yellow eyes.
We got
Uh,
20.
Child, what was it? A 20?
It's still 20.
Okay. Child looks at Lucian and goes, "Oh, I never thought of." Ah! And just like stares at Zunrith and just runs, like kind of piddles and looks back. Ends up like tumbling over like a little bit of a chair that's sticking out from under a table and just hits the ground, and then just kind of like
That's
Makes the
just
way
what I
over.
need as well. I'm friends with people who are dicks to children as well. That's just what I need.
Well, here's the thing. You want children to wander away from their parents in a tavern full of shady people from other places that you can not track at all while they're intoxicated.
I
We're
just
doing
thought
the
he looked ugly.
Well,
So
I
I
was
wanted
doing
him
the
to get
good
away from
Yeah, all children look ugly.
Mhm. Especially the surface ones.
So, are we going to be going to the graveyard then soon? I'll head up and I'll grab my crossbow then.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are the slavers in the graveyard? Or are we just going to the graveyard to be creepy? Because if we are, I'd much rather just stay here in the inn.
Their hideout.
I'd rather just stay here. We can kill them at sea.
Their
Well-
hideout is in the graveyard.
that is full of people as well as slaves and wealth.
Right. So we kill them when they're on the ship, and we get the slaves and the wealth.
Okay. But if we kill them on the ship, it's during the day. If that's fine with you,
We kill
Right.
them on the ship when we're out to sea.
So we wait until they
Ah.
leave again.
No, we
What?
ride with them, and then we take their ship, and we go where we want to go.
But why
Then we
would
have
they let-
slaves to steer it. We have money.
Why would they let us on the ship though? They already hate Lucian as is.
they do. Well, no,
Exactly.
they don't hate me. I just hate him.
Oh,
He was also
but
actually wait
Lucian
no, he was
worked for him.
on
do you
accident.
still have a working relationship, I guess, with him?
No, no, I don't. Well, he knows who I am. He also somehow knows who I am in another sense, and he did send spies. They knew awful lot about me. Not you though, August. So
Also,
he does know. He does recognize me.
Also, their one person definitely recognized me. So if I went on that ship, I'd probably be taken as a hostage
Hmm.
because they tried to sell me back to the Baron.
Right, perfect. You're on board. Congratulations.
No, I'm not going to be some hostage.
It would get you on board so that we can kill them all and take the boat.
I'll be a hostage. I can do it. That's fine. As long as you can get on the boat, turn me in, that's fine. And
And we don't have to skulk around graveyards where there are children as well.
children in graveyards. But yes, I could just go in a hostage thing, I suppose. You turn me in. This is Lucian. Bathory. Sorry. A little bit of alcohol. Von Bathory. Or, depending on whatever the warrant says, it also might say Lucian Reha. So it's probably
Yeah.
just that one.
Everyone give me perception checks.
6.
My uselessness continues. 10.
10.
Hold on, I need to see what my plus or minus is. 14.
Zunrith?
Muted.
Muted.
Oh my god. I'm assaulted by being told I'm muted. 21.
21! Zunrith, you are the only one to notice. As two burlier men come up to the table, one looks to be human, the other one looks to be a Goliath. And one of them you can just see winding up to punch Lucian, and the other one winding up to punch you. Go ahead and roll initiative. Lucian's not going to get to.
What's my initiative? That's a 3, so 18.
18. Okay. As these two men come over and say, "What's wrong with you treating a kid like this?" And you get to go first in the initiative order of the
Oh,
surprise
I'm
round.
sorry. Is it improper for a child to scream after running off from his parents? What the fuck are you all telling? And I'm just going to like throw an ale into one of their faces.
Oh, okay. All right. You throw. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. You throw some ale into the face of the one aiming for you. You know, just for fun, we'll give him disadvantage. He's gonna be the next one. He is going to be. That is gonna be a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. He reaches out and tries to swing, and just enough of the alcohol gets in you guys. You go, ah! And meanwhile, the other one is going to get an attack on Lucian. Yeah, that's a natural 19. You take a total of 3 bludgeoning damage from an unarmed fist.
So I can't see him, so I didn't have a chance to take a reaction,
You
right?
did not. You can just
Okay.
see like this individual just kind of socks you across the back of the head. It hurts, but it's not obscenely painful. But it's definitely gonna leave a mark the next day. Everyone can roll initiative.
Oh, goodness.
5. Gosh dang it.
16.
This really isn't my fight.
Tavern
That
brawl.
seems
Roll
like-
initiative.
that seems like a
I'm
very
not
awkward
necessarily
thing to
sure
say.
if I'm going to fight either, but I'm just rolling initiative just because.
All right.
I'm
Mike,
sure my brother can handle himself.
Mike, you sure you can run initiative for us?
Yeah, you got a 5.
No. Can you take initiative?
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't have a notepad or anything. Give me a second.
Okay.
New place.
All right.
Me.
So let's see. 20 to 25. 15 to 20.
17.
16.
Okay.
Okay. 17.
So it'll be Zunrith, Lincoln, Yorick. Then it'll be the 2 bar guys. Because they're right at 15 and 14. Unless yours was 5 and August
That's
isn't.
5.
August isn't caring.
Yep.
All right.
That seems to be the thing.
All right. And we are at the top of the round. Zunrith, what do you just splashed alcohol in his face?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and just try and knock this guy onto the ground and like sweep his legs.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and give me. I'll let you use dexterity or strength, your choice.
Ooh, I'm rolling very well for these past couple rolls.
Nice.
I like it. You said dex.
Your choice. Dex or strength.
22.
22. As you go for a sweep of the leg, you find that it catches real cleanly on the ankle, and pretty long you hear "Ugh!" as he hits the ground. And it is Lincoln next, correct?
Yep. Well,
Oh,
hold
anything
on.
else?
I want to just pull out my knife and just stand over him, and so that he can see my face under the hood,
Okay.
and just. I'm sure you've heard plenty of horror stories. Would you like to be the next one about my people?
Make an intimidation check.
Ooh, that's not very good. There it is. 9.
Of course. It's a fucking drow. We'll take care of you. Lincoln?
Lincoln will say, look. My friend has a point. You shouldn't be bringing kids to a bar. And let's be honest, you don't want to get hurt. We don't want guards over here. So please just leave us.
Don't tell us how to fucking parent.
Oh.
If that is what you are getting out of this, then you are in for a world of trouble.
Okay.
Please just spare yourself some trouble and leave.
Yeah. Are you doing what check? Do you want to make a check here? Are you just trying to diplomate?
Either persuasion or intimidation. I mean, since intimidation didn't work, maybe persuasion is more appropriate.
Yeah, they're not feeling very intimidated right now. They've got a lot of liquid courage.
Sure. Then persuasion.
Yeah, you can. Well, yeah, make a persuasion check. We'll see how that goes.
Dirty 20.
Okay. They're not even worth our time. And he looks to his partner on the ground. After he just made the comment about the drow. Yorick, what are you doing?
I'm going to give myself guidance for quickly.
Fair,
And I would just be like, I would just tell them, listen, we don't want any trouble. We are sorry for scaring your child. Please just go back to your seat. We're very sorry for what happened.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
11, 3 plus persuasion. That's -1. So 13.
13. The one standing says, you know what? In our family, we believe in mercy, forgiveness, and humility. So, you two, apologize to John. Points to Lucian and Zunrith.
Please just apologize.
I'm just staring down, both of them, being like,
It's Bar Guy's initiative right now. I'm not doing anything.
I know.
They're,
Yeah.
they're waiting. At this point, we are at a combat standstill unless you decide to start it back up again.
Lucian, who has his back to them, who has been hit in the back of the head, will
Yes.
stand up, turn, and reaches into the air and grasps something, and out of nowhere, this bright and red and orange flicker of flame, a black sword he pulls out of basically air and forms in his hand, is his. There's
What the
only there's only one mercy I really know of, and it's a bloody axe. So leave.
Oh my god, Lucian, it's about a little kid that you yelled at.
Kids learn their lessons through pain. The world is suffering.
Oh my god, he's sorry. This is my brother adopted. He's sorry. He just has had a little too much to drink. Can you calm down?
Make a persuasion check, August.
And I am sorry for my comment as well. Just in case that gives advantage, but probably not.
No, it's not.
That's fair.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yes.
The standing one looks to August and looks to Lucian. You're lucky she has some manners.
And you're lucky there's not another orphan in the world.
Oh my god, Lucian. It was a kid just looking at you wrong.
Where's my
The
silence?
kid did nothing,
Yorick, if you want to do something here, you can.
but
I don't have it.
this individual chose to strike me on the back of the head. If there was manners, it would have started with a polite conversation. Instead, you took initiative to start violence. So, will there be more violence? Or is all forgiven?
He looks to Zunrith, who's standing over his partner, says, "Get off my man."
You all are so gross. And he's just gonna step off and just back off a little bit. Still has his dagger out though.
Mm-hmm. Helps him up. Looks at all of you. Be real careful. Especially you two.
Ooh, I'm so scared.
Zunrith, could you please?
Great.
Now isn't the time.
Now that that's resolved, I'll flick him a silver. Have a drink on me, and I'll sit back
my
down.
God.
I'll
I'm
continue
so
drinking.
sorry.
You hear footsteps as you turn away. You also hear the coin thrown in your basic direction, but hits the floor nearby.
What is wrong with you, Lucian?
I got punched in the back of the head.
What's the matter with both of you?
Well, I'm not going to get harassed and humiliated by some lower life forms like those two.
Listen, I agree they were both being assholes at various points in that. But damn it, sometimes it's just easier to take one on the chin.
The high road doesn't exist at this table, apparently.
Clearly.
The man barely hurt you.
That doesn't
Did he
matter.
even hurt you at all? Or was it just your ego that got wounded?
If one strikes out in violence, does not others normally respond with violence?
They don't have to.
Only when it's worth it.
What was
Well-
it? What was to gain? Okay, let's put it this way. What was to be gained by potentially causing violence unto them? What was the net benefit?
Well, probably to satiate the bloodlust that I deal with on a daily basis.
We can talk about that later.
I don't think we want to.
Was there any other gain out of that? Because I don't think there is.
Yes, if we happen to murder them, then we could go to jail, and then the whole idea of going after Bardly was going to be for naught.
Who
And
said I was
now-
going to murder anybody?
There was no killing going to happen.
Let me put it this way. Regardless of what happened, murder or not, now people don't like us in this town. For
People
various
already don't like me, and certainly don't like you.
Oh, there it is.
Well,
Anyway, now you two both have targets on your backs just in this town now. We
I have a
didn't need
target
that.
on my back because I am alive.
So do I.
But do you know why?
Not entirely, no. But whose fault is that for not telling me?
You don't have to. If you go on to other people to tell you, you'll never get very far.
Well, from what it sounds like, Your sister also has a target on her back. I have a target on my back. That doesn't mean that we are predisposed to wanting to cause harm to every asshole that crosses us.
There was
I
no
mean, I'll
harm.
cause harm to assholes, but that wasn't worth it. We've got bigger fish to fry. I don't need you out of commission for the rest of the evening and into tomorrow. Future thinking.
Look, I think he's a little bit of a weakling myself, but I don't think
Of
he'd be
course
fully
you
out of
do.
commission with those two.
Well, that depends on if you would have even stayed to help Zunrith. I can't really trust you to stay around.
He was straddling a mountain of a person.
Oh, don't worry. He would have stayed
course
because
he
the
was
numbers
staying.
were in his favor.
You're not wrong.
Alright, fine. Let's stop the bickering. I'll apologize to you. Is that enough? I'm sorry. Are we done now?
Yes.
Great. Are we going to a graveyard or am I getting captured anyway?
I think going
Okay.
to a graveyard is just creating danger that's not needed.
I feel like going aboard the ship is creating more danger. We're going to be outnumbered on the ship. We're going to be alone. Any shit goes down sideways, we're sunk. Pun not
Yeah.
intended.
I think they have a few rowboats.
Well, if it's a slave ship, then the slaves may take arms and assist us, but I don't know if I would want to ask them just for that sake.
In addition, if we do kill the entire crew, who's sailing the ship?
The
Yeah.
slaves.
The
The
slaves
slaves
may not
who don't
necessarily
know how to
know how
fly.
to. The slaves. That is not a guarantee that the slaves know how to sail.
So then what?
No.
You're suggesting we go to the graveyard, right?
No. I'm saying we need to keep at least one person of the crew alive, preferably the navigator and/or captain. I'm just saying we need to, if I'm going to be captured and put on a ship with a bunch of slave traders, and I'd expect that we should probably figure out who we're killing and who we're not. So.
I hate this plan.
You're not
What's
getting
your
captured.
plan?
I'm
I-
getting captured.
I know you. The plan's not going to work if you get captured. It has to be me, and I hate it for that reason.
I don't think.
Okay,
Now
how am
love
I
this
getting
plan.
disguised? How am I
What?
getting disguised? How am I staying aboard that ship stealthily? I have no experience being stealthy. And then hiding amongst the crew with no disguise.
Oh, that's what you mean.
You could just become one of the slaves.
Which puts us in no better position. Why would we go down Lucian then?
Alternately, congratulations, August, your mother.
Oh no. Also, I don't think we look enough alike.
I have
All things
brown hair.
considered.
She has like brilliant white hair. I also have a full beard
Yes.
right now too. I'd have to shave.
That is the most obvious difference.
Oh, I didn't notice. I didn't know you had a beard.
Well, the beard can be shaved. Let's be honest about that one.
It could
But
be
there's
shaved.
some things we can't just change.
Yeah.
Well, what if we disguise you slightly and you are someone's servant, caddy, something? After all, I at least know one other person here who knows how to behave like a noble.
I can
could
change my
do-
appearance as well.
I might be able to come up with
That
a
would be good to know.
concoction to change my hair color potentially. It's about the best I can do on short notice, maybe.
Right.
Or we could just, ask the person who offered to do some things for us, whose magic, whose name ends in Aetrix.
Oh, we do have a credit with her, so I mean, she could just, she could just ask her to make you into not you for a day or something.
Well, how long? Are we gonna set this ambush right as we set off coast?
Got to see. Yeah, why not? Right off the coast is fine. That way, if things go terribly wrong, we can hop on a rowboat and actually get back to shore. Also, I can set the ship on fire. That's the thing I can do now.
Yeah.
What?
Why can you do that?
I told you, apparently my mother's magic, and now I can summon my sword to my side at any time. Also my bow.
No, so I'm starting to understand the origins.
Right.
Although I'm skeptical about your visions, but whatever.
Right.
No, it's more of a, why now? You never did magic when we were kids.
Can I make an Arcana check on
But all
this?
of a sudden you go to prison and you come out and you're like, ooh, magic.
Nope. Natural
No.
one.
Is Lucian's sword still out?
You believe Lucian is probably like holding some sort of massive archmage inherited energy.
Yeah, my sword is still out. It's on the table, no scabbard. Just laying on the table.
I'm gonna pick it up.
You do so?
You can summon swords.
No, I can summon my sword.
Is there anything along the blade, or is it just a nondescript sword that is
It
also
is-
black?
It is a long sword of Calvin. So the blade is completely made of a black shiny steel.
Are there any runes or anything along the blade, or any markings on the hilt or pommel?
Nope.
Lucian, I hate to burst your bubble, but it's not cute when you're a smartass. I know you think it is.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just responded. You can summon swords now. I said I can summon my sword. I can't just summon swords.
I'm going to take this for a moment. I'm going to go upstairs to my bedroom.
Okay.
Where
You
is he
take the
going with your
sword.
sword?
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
I'm going to go to my room, and I'm going to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. What, just out of curiosity, what schools did you take with the alternate, Eldritch Knight?
Evocation and enchantment.
Okay. You can sense,
It's a bonded weapon. That's
yeah. It's kind of, you can sense, like, conjuration laced with enchantment and evocation magic on the blade. Seems to be
Okay.
activatable. It's not like passive.
So what was actually your question? I don't understand. You just said you can do this. I responded. What do you want?
Yes, you can summon your sword now.
And my bow. And I'll just fiery orange thing and longbow appears out of nowhere.
The question is, you were never able to do this as a child, but yet your mother was still the same person when you were a child as you are now.
Yes,
So
she
why
is.
all of a sudden do you have magical heritage
Well, I told you I started having dreams.
blossoming forth from you now?
Well, I told you I started having dreams about her. Back when,
Why?
I don't know. I barely knew my mother. She died when I was young.
From what I understand, powerful magic can be passed down through generations.
Yorick?
You
I'm not
asked.
asking you a question.
Fine.
Also,
fine.
there was definitely an old woman at the bar who, like, when you summoned your bow, she went, "Whoa."
No, you're acting like this is something you've always been able to do, and it's so easy and it's natural. And of course, you summon your
Why-
bow. Why am
why-
I being so stupid?
No, why are you responding this way now? When I literally fire burst from my hands and incinerated a wolf. You
Because
said
I
nothing.
tried to ask you then too.
We walked for like 3 weeks. You said nothing.
Well, it's almost like we fast forwarded through that in some strange manner. I don't really remember any of it. I think I just looked around
Well, it's of
and
course you don't
sometimes
remember.
did a
it.
good job or a bad job.
Great. Of course you don't remember it. I mean, after all, you ate my rations. So.
You got 2 rations the entire time.
You ate them. You know. Oh, so you do remember that there were rations that I was able to provide and help everyone. But, and now you respond to that.
You went and looked for them or hunted them or whatever the hell you did. You didn't just summon them from magical places.
Maybe I did. You didn't see me.
Lincoln's going to
No,
look
you
over
would have
to...
made a great show of it.
I don't have to make a show out of everything, and you know that.
Lincoln.
Oh, please.
Oh, Lincoln's just going to look over to Mahar. Can I get you a drink? I think that I need one.
She, oh man, you can see as you look over, she is stuffing the paper, like a paper into her sleeve. Oh yeah.
You okay?
Let's just enjoy as much of tonight as possible.
Well,
Insight?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna incite that as well if I overhear.
Yeah, you
it.
both can. It's
I'm
kind of a
arguing
side
with
conversation.
August.
Yeah, you two
Yeah,
are
we're-
lost in
we're
anger with
busy.
each other.
15?
And York? No. Gotcha.
No.
Lincoln, there's some anxiety in her voice that's very resolute. She's been weathered. You know, she's not
Yeah.
a hesitant, little girl or anything. But there's an amount of, all right, so this is coming to an end kind of feel.
Ah, okay. Very well. Do you have a preference of something you'd like?
Just grab a few shots.
All right. He stands up and he looks at everyone else that's at the table still. Can I get anyone else anything while I'm up?
I'll
I
take
don't
another
notice.
don't notice.
Sure.
Too busy arguing.
drink. I need one.
Have a preference?
Honestly, no. Just some ale.
Right. Yeah. So Lincoln will go to the bar and basically get a mug of ale and like six shots of let's go for whiskey.
All right, cool. Yeah, you're able to do so. We'll just say, rounding that cost, it's going to be basically a silver for the ale, and then it'll be a silver for each shot, roughly. So
Okay. So 7 total.
yeah, just 7 silver.
Are the 2 people that accosted us earlier, are they still there at the bar?
Oh, they're gone. They're gone.
Okay.
They threw the silver back at Lucian and left.
Okay.
With their kid. They're
All right.
done.
Okay. Yep, I will just clear it. Or I will pay the 7 silver. And then return with 6 shots as well as the mug. Might have to make a couple trips.
You return with the shots, and Mahar just kind of takes one immediately and sets it down. Are all of these for me?
Well, no, I was going to have some with you.
Oh, okay. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, you said you wanted a few, so I thought I'd have a few with
Yeah,
you.
no. This is perfect.
Okay, good. And then he'll give the mug to Yorick, not knowing how much a gnome can actually handle. So,
I just mage hand it over to me.
yeah.
And it's just floating there, and I just sip out of it occasionally.
Yeah.
Armlessly drinking ale.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, so he's basically observing the siblings arguing while he's having some shots with Mahar.
Fair enough.
So, I imagine this argument will continue to progress and gradually switch into draconic.
Yeah.
And it'll-
Just like
yeah. I don't understand why it's so important that you need to know where it came from when I don't know where it came from. It's like asking a child where he got his first armpit hair.
I don't know where you got that. That's a terrible metaphor. I hope you never use it again, and it sounds even worse in Draconic. No, I'm wondering why you aren't concerned in acting like this is something that's always been like this.
Shouldn't I act natural if it's something that's naturally happened to me?
So you're not at all concerned that it just happened now.
I didn't bat an eye when you showed up with different hair and different eye colors.
One, yes, you did. Two, there's an explanation for that.
Right? And it's a giant dragon that you told me about afterwards. As we were running away, you said, "There's something I think I should tell you," as we were about to die.
Okay, so you're saying I need to wait until another dragon is chasing us, and you will tell me
Yes, because
what's
this
going on
sword,
with you.
because these powers clearly came from a dragon. No, I have no idea how this happened to me, and maybe I am a little concerned. But I think it's important that I don't show that right away.
I am quite literally the only family you have left, and you're not going to share any of this with me.
I would share it with you. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know.
You're not sharing that you're concerned.
I am concerned.
Thank you.
It's fine. Is that what I'm concerned?
Good. At least I know you still have some sense.
Why wouldn't I have sense? I've been able to survive this long. I got away from the bloody Baron.
Well, yeah, that's great and all. But
You
you've
did too.
been through a shitload. There are still some questions I have that, quite frankly, I'm too afraid to ask about.
Like what?
Oh, I'm not going there with you right now. And
Well, I have
This
questions
whole-
too.
why don't we just agree not to ask them?
But then we wouldn't be sharing, would we?
In the meantime, Yorick, Lincoln, and Mahar, who don't understand Draconic, are just staring.
I know. What is Zunrith doing? I want to know how Zunrith is. Is Zunrith just like?
Zunar's upstairs.
Oh, that's
is
right.
Still upstairs.
That's only
with
a
the
10-minute
sword.
enchantment spell. I'm not sure how long it takes.
Yeah, it takes about like 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
If you
I,
want to ritual cast it.
I guess since this is a long, seemingly argument,
You come down and they're like, like at each
Does
other.
he speak Draconic, though?
They're summoning a demon is what's going on.
God,
Do you speak
that's what
Draconic?
we need.
I don't think
I
you
do not. I
Okay.
do not.
Yeah, so you don't understand the language that they're speaking, but
Okay, well, I'm just gonna walk up to the table with this magic sword that I don't know anything about and just plunge it into the table and just, are you two done?
This is your table. Do you want us kicked out?
I already paid for
This
2
is
rooms.
mahogany.
Yes, and we've
Mahogany.
already blown a door off the hinges. and
I
the owner was pissed
Live
before.
underground. I don't know what that means, and I don't care what that means.
And they're
It's
also
Means they're gonna
wood.
get us thrown out.
It will be fine. The table can easily be mended.
let's ignore
Do
it.
it.
Do what? Mend the table?
Mend the table.
I can't mend the table.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Zoomrith.
Let me pull the stick out of it. Watch this. And I pull it again, and it's just in my hand now. And it's
Just disappears
There,
out of the
see?
table.
see, look there, no sword in the table. Happy?
Lincoln's gonna lean over and look at the mark that stabbing a sword into the table has clearly made.
There's clearly been a sword in this table.
I mean, it's a great ability, but I don't think that completely solves the problem.
Can you mend the table, Lucian? Along with all your
No,
other
you asked me-
special magic?
I can't mend the table as far as I know, and you just asked this question. I responded already.
It was actually directed towards Zoonrith. I'm just being
Oh,
facetious
right, so
because
now
now
it's-
you have a bunch of new powers that you're not telling me about.
Right, so now it's my turn. So you asked him, and then you asked me the same question. So it's my
Yes.
turn. 'Cause I wasn't sure if I was, the center of attention or
Junette
not.
is just going
It's
to
your
sit
turn now.
down and kick his feet up at the table and just
I'm just gonna make eye contact with Zoomrith, like,
listen the whole time. Just entertainment.
I'm just gonna make eye contact with Zoomrith, like, how did this get off of you?
Just
How did
he's
this
not gonna
completely shift away?
respond. He's just listening and watching, feet propped up on the table. He's enjoying himself.
Get your feet off the table.
It's a fucking tavern.
It's still impolite and it'll get us kicked out.
Oh, and when have you been the one who is all about manners?
Always.
Yes? Were you that way when, let me do recall. You were smacking people in the face with weapons, or when you were deciding to be the only one who didn't want to join the rest of the group as we infiltrated a prison, or when...
I did infiltrate the prison and did most of the work, actually.
Really? Please do tell who you found besides just your one associate. Please tell me how many people you found.
I found that other tiefling girl. And I planted the stupid notes that we had to. And I got people's stuff back, in addition to other magic items from that damn
you got
scroll room.
people's stuff
I
back.
also-
Oh, did you break your back?
I also
That
told you
hurt
where we
you.
got.
You sound so
I also
tired.
told you the layout of the whole place and where to find everything.
Oh, like I didn't know the layout already, having been there for 30 years.
If you had known the layout of the place, why didn't you tell us to begin with?
Because
It would have
I-
saved me a lot of crawling through tunnels.
I don't give a shit about helping every person I come across.
This isn't about every person you come across. This was about a team trying to get through this thing without getting caught. And you decide that it's more effective to just have one person randomly crawling through
It
tunnels until
seemed
they
to
find
me like
something
we were less
than
of a
providing us
team
with a
and
map
more a bunch
of
of
where
egos
everything was.
trying to prove that they were the best at this mission.
If it was a bunch of egos, why was I stuck crawling through the tunnels instead of fighting
Because
monsters
you
like the rest of you?
chose to go there! You
Exactly,
chose
because
to
it
go
wasn't about
alone.
my ego.
At this
I
point,
think
Solanine steps from like the stairway beyond, and you can see like she's got about half of her hair in like box braids and is like struggling a little bit. And she's clearly been working on this all day. And you can see like bits of like white strung in. She's like,
Oh yeah, that's right. Solnine, your friend, who I've only heard mention of once, and you haven't told me literally anything about her. But yet somehow you're such good friends.
am I interrupting
okay,
something?
that's it. Quiet, the lot of you, all of you. I am tired of hearing you all bicker like a bunch of 5-year-olds over the last
Shut
piece of
up,
candy
you
at the ball.
tiny midgets of a man!
You're not our grandfather.
I understand.
Yorick, I will dismiss you from my court.
I understand you're all
What the
pissed at each other
fuck?
for a bunch of various reasons. Okay? But right now is not the time to get mad at everyone. And yes, Clearly, there needs to be some better
Wait.
communication.
Why is now not the time? We're all drinking and we're all sitting in a tavern. Is this not the perfect time?
It's the
Like, I don't
perfect
think we have
time,
enough
but you're letting
drinks.
it go too far.
Oh, please, somebody shut him up. His voice sounds like nails on a chalkboard.
You mean a slate?
Solanine was my good friend from boarding school. I was gone for a year and a half.
Right, and you've mentioned her once, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, you?
Why would I need to mention her again?
I mean, you
Yes,
just
I went to boarding school. I thought we all
Good
established
friends.
I come from a wealthy family. Yes, and I would love for the Baron to know all about all the friends I've made outside of where he is. Yes,
guess-
Zunrith, it's hilarious. I went to boarding school. I was a rich child.
It is quite funny, actually. I find it quite hilarious.
At least
Yeah.
you got to go somewhere outside of the castle.
I'm just.
At least you got to live in a castle.
Zunrith, no one cares about your edgelord background where you were in jail for 30 years. No one cares.
Children will be children.
Lincoln's going to look over to Solanine. Can I get you anything?
I don't know.
Are you hungry or thirsty? That is the question.
Uncomfortable, maybe?
Clearly, everyone here is uncomfortable.
I'm quite comfortable, thank you.
Of course I'm comfortable. My entire childhood was conflict.
I'm gonna get some. You know what? Food sounds great. I haven't eaten all day.
Then I shall order some food, if that would be okay.
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go grab some and maybe be back, or maybe just go back upstairs.
Is
All right.
pissed at me because I didn't mention that I had a friend in boarding school?
Sure,
Or you're just
why not?
jealous?
Sure, you're yes, both actually. I'm both because I'm pissed that you didn't mention that you had a friend at boarding school, and I am jealous.
I also had a roommate.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I actually had two.
You had 2 whole roommates. Good for you.
I did. Gwendolyn and Zara. Does that make you feel better?
It's a weird thing to call girlfriends, but anyway.
Gwendolyn.
They were
Where were
not
they
girlfriends,
from?
they were roommates. What?
Where were they from?
Which
I
one,
see.
Zara or Gwendolyn?
Sure, any of them. I don't care. Where were they from?
The air around?
Avalon, Camelot, somewhere around
I
there.
feel like you would know a little bit more if you were just roommates.
Gwendolyn, I believe, was from Camelot. Zara, she came from further away. Didn't really get along with Zara very well. She, from what I could tell, it was somewhere southward, more continental. I don't remember. We didn't really talk.
I want an insight check. By the way, the whole we were just roommates thing.
We didn't get
Okay.
along because of cultural differences.
Yeah, exactly. 17. So
Was she
Well,
a
it
cat
is-
person? Was she a cat person?
So you're inciting the roommates thing?
if they really were just roommates.
Okay, all right, what was your role?
17.
They really were just roommates.
Lincoln's going to look over to Zunrith. By the way, you were out earlier when I was trying to get some drinks. Can I get you anything?
I am quite alright, thank you.
Fine.
Oh, and that's another thing. You're fine with, roommates and this whole thing. It seems like you're rather a wealth of indiscriminate, racism at all, and yet the first time you see a cat person, you run to the hills.
One, all of the people I've ever seen, they were, elves or humans or gnomes, dwarves, they all in the same vicinity.
Sorry, you made me gag a
Appearance.
little when you mentioned dwarves. Ugh.
And, cat people they are more,
Oh,
beast
do I?
folk,
Beast
I
folk.
guess.
That
Never
seems-
seen one.
That seems
and-
rather vulgar, if you ask me.
Fine, whatever they are called. They are a little bit different than what people like. The term that I usually hear used by humans is humanoid. They're a little bit more, they're different, they're a different type of people, and the first cat people I met were extremely rude. So,
Humans would call something after themselves.
yes, that's what they do all the time.
I know, it's very boorish and disgusting.
Those gosh darn humans.
Oh. You're fine.
Oh, is the little nut going to cry about that? Really?
No, of course I'm not going to cry about that. It was more of sarcasm,
I
and I
can see
thought
a
you
little
could
tear
detect it.
forming in your eye. Just a little one.
The Baron kind of proved that humans are pieces of shit anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly my human interactions. Is Solanine around?
Sonine's kind of like, she's kind of like a little bit awkwardly at like a different table, just kind of like not making much eye contact.
I did learn that some humans are nice though. They're
There
not
are a
bad.
few good ones out there.
Oh, you're talking about the one that you probably were in bed with, right? That one over there? Or am I thinking of a different...
Solanine?
Let's not, Zunrith.
I have
Well,
never been in bed with Solanine.
not like me to try to calm down a situation that I wanted to have an argument in.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I'm
Wait,
I
Wanted
was
to have
not
an
talking
argument.
to you,
I'm
Mrs.
not
I
on
love
it.
horses so much I may kill a guy who mentioned that he had a unicorn.
the 21. So
A 21 for what?
I'm inciting Solanine saying,
I got a
no.
12. I got a
It's like,
12.
yeah, that's not like you at all. Jeez.
She got a natural 2. What you detect is very much no, of course it hasn't happened yet.
Um,
Look, oh, okay, hold on.
But it's like a very tentative yet. It's like not
there's an
there's an
wanting.
interest. There's there's an interest.
Very nice. Good to know.
I don't know. Did I pick up on that, or am I just angry?
I feel like
can't
you're
decide.
sidetracked.
I
I also
can't
just
decide
don't
if I
want-
wanted to know that because that would fuel something else.
I think you should not know it because it's more interesting that way.
Okay, cool, great, fine. Well,
What did you want to start an argument about? That I
don't
had a
know.
friend?
Well, you started the argument, and we just went from there. I don't even know what
No.
we're talking about anymore.
No, a second ago you said, far be it from me to stop an argument that I wanted to have an argument about.
Right.
Right.
I was enjoying this whole argument and banter. I haven't seen you in years, and I'm enjoying talking to you. Gosh darn it.
Watch your tongue.
Shut the fuck up.
Right. Well, as wonderful as this is, I haven't seen anything except harsh sunlight in many, many days. So, if you excuse me, I'm going to go enjoy going outside when I can actually, see things and enjoy them. Just
Oh, you must have fast forwarded through those days where we walked for weeks. And there was nighttime then too.
I mean, you did as well, so it makes sense that we all probably fast forwarded through all those weeks.
Just
I
kind of a
remember
blur.
something-
Yeah.
Actually, now that you do mention it, I did get powers after I was stabbed and injected with a strange liquid.
I doubt that's where it came.
I'm just saying, it's a strange coincidence.
I'm sorry, Doctor.
I immediately pull out my vials and I'm like, wait, what? Is this possible?
See, that's an important thing to think about. Thank you for actually coming up with a reason and being concerned about something.
The reason I want to figure out is how Solonine found a freaking...
Do you still have that rapier, by the way? Or did you sell it off already to some...
Did you still have a what?
That rapier?
No, I have my rapier. A rapier.
Trade for now. And I'm going to just toss the very nice dagger.
No.
I don't like the way it feels. One of his little kind made it. It's a very nice metal blade, but the handle feels all wrong. I need something with a little more reach.
And so you want to give me the short
where are
stick.
you going to go right now? Are you planning to go out and kill some things with a rapier?
Is that what you're planning to do?
I'm planning to get some fencing practice in, if you don't mind.
You can sense there's a couple nearby. As soon as you say fencing practice, you can see what looks like both very muscular woman and a man that look to be maybe half elven. When you look over your direction, one of them a little darker skin and goes, "Fencing."
Yes, what
He
of it?
doesn't fence. That's a rich people thing.
Sometimes poor people get to enjoy rich people things too.
Like
Preposterous.
I think the best way to enjoy fencing is on the sea. That's where I learned.
Right, well, if I needed your mutt-brained opinion, I would have asked.
Let's have a challenge. Maybe not tonight. It's a little late, but tomorrow.
Tonight's better.
Tonight's better.
I mean, we're always looking for challenge, a good spar. Good
I
duel.
haven't had a drink yet, so...
Tonight is better. He's just gonna hold out his hand.
We have extras. You know, I bet a crew would be happy to meet some of you. Colorful individuals
pass.
like yourselves.
Insight. This person
Yeah, I'm
recognized
gonna
me.
insight
We are
that.
about to get trafficked.
Yeah.
I'm going to insight that too.
Okay, fair,
18.
fair.
Natural 15 for 20.
We're in a slave trading town. People want
I'm
us to
currently
come on
Technically,
and
this is
buy
wild.
not-
I am not paying attention.
Here,
No,
come
we're
into our white
sorry.
van. We'll give you candy.
Okay, what was everybody's insight? Lincoln first.
18.
18, August.
I did not roll.
Okay, Yorick,
I did not roll.
Lucian,
18.
Zunrith,
20.
20. They seem genuinely interested in just like having a good old time. Like, best as the three of you can all tell, you kind of are like, wait, they said that real weird. But the longer you think about it and ponder it, you're like, I think they're actually being genuine. They're just really awkward.
Yeah, like that's a weird front for slavers to try to use.
Come in our boat. We have rum.
Alright, well, if.
We have college debt forgiveness.
Oh man, I would jump in that van immediately without a thought.
It's true. True.
I'd be like, where do I sign, please, mister?
You need my name, birth date, social security number, and blood
You're
type?
telling me I need to
Alright.
take off my shirt for no college debt? Well, sign me up.
Please step into this ice bath and take these drugs.
You're just gonna take a quick nap.
So the two of them stand there.
Lincoln just shrugs and he has another one of the 3 shots that he bought for himself.
I'm gonna get a drink really quick. August, what can I get you?
I'll just have whatever you're having.
Right.
So are you going to give me the rapier or not?
Nope.
Well, it looks like unless you all have a spare sword to fence with, then
Oh yeah.
We'll have
The
to wait.
woman has like 3 rapiers strapped on the side and just kind of like.
do they look better than the rusty ass shit that that we got initially?
One looks to be very, very old. Like definitely rusted, but the other 2 are in really nice and fine condition. She seems to
take
hand you
that
one of
one.
them.
Which
Yeah,
one?
Thank you.
Which one? The rusty one?
No,
No.
she hands one of the nicer ones
Oh.
to Zunrith. Says, "All right, so we're doing this."
Yes, the blade isn't bad. I'll do it.
It's damn one of the finest. Don't you be
And-
talking down to my blades. And she
And
poses.
August wine.
Thank you.
Did you make this?
Didn't quite make it, but a good friend did.
Well, that explains it. Anyway, come on, let's go. Right outside.
All right. Now, are you proficient with rapiers?
I'm proficient with martial weapons.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Before we start, Zunrath is definitely going to try and find a darker area outside as they go outside
Okay.
that does not have a whole lot of light around.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I will say, at least in the sky, Ocus, the blue moon is nearly full. Like, will be full in 2 days. So
Right.
there's
okay.
still gonna be moonlight and starlight in pretty much abundance, but
Yeah, but no like
no, not like
man-
sunlight sensitivity impeding. No, not at all.
well, like even like no like street lamps or anything like that, or like
Okay,
trying
yeah.
to like keep away from that, like a nice open field kind of
No
deal.
light pollution.
So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
only thing you see is just the flash of the steel.
That sounds very no. But anyway,
you lead everyone else, presumably who's going to watch into a little bit of a space. And
Is anybody going to watch?
I'll go to watch.
Good. Tell me who wins.
and she
I'm actually putting money on Zunrith.
she kind
You're
of
putting
poses
big
up,
money.
looking around. Oh, okay. We can take it dark. Still gonna beat your ass.
keep talking. It makes me enjoy this more. And as I'm
Oh, I'm not
stretching and
into
getting
that.
ready, I'm going to channel divinity for Twilight Sanctuary.
Ooh. Shit. Okay. Hold on. I need to grab her sheet.
Just to make sure I'm not dumb, by the way, we are level 3, right? Or
Yes.
are we still?
Yep, you're
okay,
level
yeah,
3.
Yeah. Okay. Just
Yep,
need
yep.
to know how much to add.
Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo.
Okay. And
We're level
Pulling
3,
up.
but in this moment, you're level 19. One moment.
You wish.
Your god in power.
Listen. That would be cruel to this person if that's what happened. All I'm gonna say.
Is it cruel or cool?
Very much the prior, not the latter.
Okay.
All right.
You're fighting the BBEG.
Creating one right here.
Scareth.
Cool. All right. Excellent. 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 So, what was your initiative?
You're muted.
Natural 13 for 16.
Okay. She gets a 14. However, as those of you who go outside, the gentleman looks towards August and is like, care to make it a duel? You two versus
no,
us two.
I care to drink wine. Thanks.
Fine, I can just... Well, the two of us could tell by the way you walked that you're experienced. Thought it could be fun. He goes out.
Were they watching me? Because that's creepy as hell.
We were standing up and yelling at each other for about 30 minutes.
You two were
I
making
wasn't.
quite a public scene.
I wasn't walking around.
You two were making a scene.
Also, the bartender never accosted us. I guess I paid up.
Honestly, we were also screaming at each other in Draconic. It's a little
I feel like-
intimidating.
I feel like that would have caused them to respond sooner. After all, if you've never heard it before, you sound like you're trying to summon a demon.
So, Zunrith,
That might be the issue.
you move first. What do you do?
I swing. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. You take your rapier.
Go for a nice little forward jab. Ooh, that's not very good. Two and then 3. So 12. Not very good.
12th, that does not indeed hit, and as it's her strike, she kind of jumps back and dives forward, thrusting towards you. It's gonna be a... that is gonna be a 19 to hit,
That hits.
and that is going to be a total of 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
And she is going to use a fainting attack.
Fighter.
Battlemaster.
Oh shit. Yeah, so as she kind of goes out, you can see like the deft movements of her arm kind of swivel around. And that is, she rolled a natural 8 on her superiority die. So you're gonna take an additional 8 piercing damage, as she just prepares and kind of waits for you to make your move.
Okay.
It is your turn.
Good to know. Okay. So that 8, so 7 and then 8, right?
Yes, so 15 total.
Okay. And then I do this again. Ooh, that's better.
All right.
Hang on. Oh wait, that wasn't my attack roll. I was just doing it. Now I'm gonna take another swing. That is so close, and I'm really sad that it didn't go 20. But that is still going to, I hope, hit. That was a 14, 17, 19.
19 does indeed hit.
Cool. I need to pull up. Is rapier damage 1d8?
Yes, I believe so. That's what I've been using, so you should use that if that's... That was my assumption.
Let's keep it balanced, Jared.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be straight up honest. I'm guesstimating.
Okay, hang on. Give
It
me
is
a
1d8.
moment. Yeah, it's 1d8. Okay.
Cool.
Short sword is 1d6.
Where is my d8? Where'd you go?
One that looks like a pyramid, but on both sides.
Looks like
Very
two D4s glued together.
No, they are not D4s glued together. That is the
That's
wrong
true.
shape.
7 points of damage.
Okay. 7 points. She is going to use a parry as a reaction. And she only does one. However, she only has one superiority die left. So as you kind of strike, she kind of like shifts it off to the side a little bit, but it still glances across her arm.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
Just going to... You know what? Yeah, he's gonna step back
Okay.
and he's just going to he's just going to say the word interesting and cast healing word on himself. He's gonna try and do it super subtly.
Okay, make a sleight of hand.
Super, yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh,
Slam
very
out.
nice.
Norman
Very
was like
nice.
getting his gloves out. He was putting on his gloves because he knew how Zunrith is. He's just like, oh, I see how this fight's going.
Okay. I'm getting a lot of like mid rolls, which is pretty nice. What's my
You
sleight
need a
of
high
hand?
one.
19.
All right, 19. Definitely. I will say you're able to get away with it without most people noticing. I'm gonna roll a couple times. Okay, yeah. As far as you can tell, no one says anything, so you think you got away with it.
Okay.
All right.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
Damn, just going straight for that. And as she kind of like repositions, she's gonna get advantage. Back here. For fainting attack. You have advantage on your next attack. All right. That is gonna be a 18. An 18 to hit.
That's my armor class.
Meets beats. Oh, natural 8. That's a 10 for
Okay.
slashing damage. And I actually did the damage last turn, so I'm not gonna repeat that. That was my bad. Yeah, we'll make that another fainting attack, and she'll use her last one. She's very much in the risky business.
Taking a lot of using up all of her stuff. I'm okay with that.
A fight ended early is a fight well won.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your turn.
Okay, cool. So it was only 10 damage, or did I take any
Yes,
more?
it was just 10. It was just 10 this time.
Okay, cool.
How's Zunrith looking? Like all of us in the
He's
crowd?
doing fine. Yeah.
Oh, she gets 4, not 3. My bad. But either way,
Hang on. I'm just checking.
you're good.
Is your
Yes,
hood
I'm good.
staying
I'm
on
good. I'm
during
good.
this whole fight?
Yeah, he's gonna swing again. Ooh, that's gonna miss. That's a 3 plus whatever. So yeah,
Okay,
there's
yeah.
no way.
Your swing goes a little bit wide, and she kind of nooks in to attack you once more. Do you healing word?
Nope.
All right. She gets advantage on this one as well. That is a natural 15 for 19. Oh gosh. Ooh, did not roll great on damage. That's only 4 slashing damage. However, she does add. Wow, this guy has been rolling a lot of 8s, so that's going to be a total of 12 slashing damage.
Okay.
At this point, you've been rolling your temp hit points, I imagine, every round, right? That's what's been going on. Okay.
Oh yeah.
You can she's like, this is not a like. This is not an ability that's like easily concealable. Like, I mean, you have a shroud of like mystical moon energy that's just kind of shimmering around you, and like, she kind of like at this point is like,
Wait a minute.
Interesting. And it's your go.
I don't see what's very interesting about this, but anyway. My move now, I guess, and take another swing. 12 plus 3 plus 2. 17.
17. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Okay. Ooh, that's only a 2 on the damage side, so 5 damage.
Okay. She is going to use her last parry, and she kind of swivels that out of the way, completely negating the attack, unfortunately. However, she is now out of superiority die. And it is her turn. She is not going to get advantage on this one. However, rolls a natural 17 for 21.
Okay.
That's going to be a total of 7 slashing damage as she strikes out towards you, making a quick thrust. What are you doing?
Another swing. I am playing it straight and narrow.
Straight and narrow with magic.
Yeah, straight and narrow with my healing word. That's gonna be a 22.
22, that hits.
Alright, come on. I've been rolling very low or average on these d8s. Let's get a big one. That's a 1, so nope, that's
Oof.
4 points of damage.
All right, you know what? She takes the 4 points. Her turn, no advantage as she kind of skirts around you, only manages to get a 15, which doesn't hit. Your go.
Yep, another swing. Listen, she had superiority dies. I don't want to hear
hell
whether
yeah.
this is fair or not. That
Level
is
4 fighter.
20.
20 hits.
Okay. Come on. No whammies. I'm gonna put this dice away for d8 because that was another 1. So that's another 4 points. Gonna not use that one anymore.
Sounds good. She goes ahead, ooh, she gets a natural 20.
Okay, good.
Ooh.
That is going to be a total of 12 slashing damage.
Ooh. Okay.
All right, your go. Your go.
Okay. Take a swing. That is 14.
14. 14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Okay.
All right. She strikes out towards you. That is going to miss. However, she is just going to go ahead and use her action surge, kind of calling out, "It's been a while since I faced the spell blade." That'll be a 15 to hit.
Nope.
No hit. Your
Does
turn.
not hit.
All right.
I have no idea what that means, so you're going to have to fill me in on that later. That is probably gonna hit. That is 15, natural 15 plus 5, so 20.
That hits.
Yes, finally. Okay, that is full 8, so that's 11 piercing damage.
Okay, yeah. You can tell that this one really sticks it in, like, pretty harsh. You can see a little bit of her ribs are kind of bleeding through her armor. Her round, yeah, that's a natural 3 as she goes to strike back and is just kind of faltering. You can tell, like, she's gritting and she's, like, accustomed to pain, but, like, she's a little frustrated. Your go.
I don't think that one hits. That's a 14. Yeah,
14,
it's 14
no, that
again,
doesn't
so
hit.
no.
All right. She goes, natural 18 for 20-something. That's going to be 6 slashing damage.
Okay. Nice. Okay, gotta re-roll that now.
Also, I
Okay.
assume you're doing non-lethal damage, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just want to double check.
Yeah. Definitely panting now, though.
Yeah.
I intend to kill this
that's a
revenge
22.
duelist.
22 hits.
All right, not that D8, the other D8. I don't know where
Considering
the
what you're
pink
willing to
D8
do to
went.
children.
Where did the pink D8 go? That's 7.
All right, 7. You can tell like she's really roughing it. And she just kind of like with the last bit of her energy lunges out. Ooh, it's cocked. Have to reroll. Ooh, okay, she gets a natural 4. And just kind of like goes a little bit wide, and you have a chance to respond. What do you do?
Okay. 20.
20. Okay, how do you want to do this?
He's just if she like lunges really hard, he's just going to trip her and then just hold the sword to chin.
Okay. And she kind of looks.
Say, match point, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, right. And he's just going to put the sword in the ground and then just take a seat.
Well, your technique could use a little work, but nice use of whatever that was. Very resourceful. Didn't quite understand it, but
Honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but thank you. You're not too terrible yourself. Oh, I have enough fences like that at some time. Oh.
any healers? At this point, like they're just looking around. Anybody outside a healer?
Yorick, you were muted, by the way.
Yeah, I was muted. Yorick would walk up and be like, "Do you need any assistance?"
Oh no! Don't let that one touch you. He doesn't even wear gloves.
I literally have gloves on right now.
She just kind of looks at Zunith.
Can I get a perception check to see how dirty the gloves are?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I just checked this guy's prostate.
That's a natural 20.
They are pristine white.
Yeah, pristine white, not a single. No way. Wait, white gloves? No way. There's not even a speck of something on there.
You spot like a
Bleach, baby.
single speck of like sand. Like just little granule.
Magic gloves for magic hands.
Oh wait, no. It's not sand. At further, you know what? It's
Probably about
probably
lint.
salt.
Still unsettled by it. Does not let him touch him.
He goes over to the woman he was fighting. Just like, "Do you need any assistance?"
Oh, abso-fucking-lutely. Don't know what his deal is.
He'll cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay. She goes, "Ah. You all a group? Saw you sitting together at the table."
Or something.
Regrettably.
That
I'm sure he's
is-
real fun, isn't he? Says
He
that to
takes
you.
a
Rick.
while. He takes a while to grow on you, I think.
Got a lot of fight in him, though. Guess
You're
we saw
not
that
wrong
earlier.
about that. You are not wrong. He does have a lot of fight in him. That is 11 points of healing to her, and he'll also just bandage up whatever wounds don't easily heal up.
Okay. Excellent. She does that, and... Wow. That's... You got a gift right there.
I know. Some people around town don't seem to think so.
Wait. Are you the one everyone's talking about?
Yes. Probably. Most likely. Regrettably.
Oh man. Well, they definitely got you wrong, but let me tell you, the stories. High quality entertainment.
I'm sure they're very highly fabricated.
Yeah. No, they were saying you were bald and that you had like warts on your head. Oh man, couldn't treat
Well,
yourself.
He would look a lot better if he would, to be honest.
No, I am quite skilled in my practice, I would like to think.
All right, well, what's your name, Mr. Medicine Person?
Yorick Bronzabel.
Yorick Bronzabel. Morgana, pleasure to meet you.
Morgana. Nice to meet you as well. The pleasure.
Well, are you gonna shake my hand? And she turns to Zunrith.
Oh, he like slowly shakes her hand, and does not like the sweat that is being shared and commingled, and then eventually is definitely the first one to pull away from the handshake.
Okay, absolutely. And what's your name?
Fabian.
Fabian. Haven't heard that one on a drow. Halflings. Sure, but different. I like it.
Haven't heard Morgana on a half elf before.
Wow. Did that pain you to say?
Choke on your tongue there, a little Zunrith. Or Fabian.
No, I just have a little thing in my throat.
Right.
It got disturbed when you hit my shoulder earlier.
I'm sure.
Anyway, I'm going to take a walk. Pleasure sparring. And he's just going to hand back the rapier.
Thanks. You gonna clean it first?
He'll take out a rag and just wipe off the blade. I don't want to ruin your perfect maintenance of this weapon.
You're funny. I was joking. I'm so glad you did it anyways, though. She kind of puts it back in the scabbard. You have fun with your walk. Don't get caught.
He's gonna just walk off and just be like, I fucking hate surface dwellers so much.
What? Wait, what did she... Can I insight as to what she meant by don't get caught? What?
Sure.
Don't get caught?
Or you could ask.
I'm just inciting it.
Yeah, go
It's,
for an insight.
it's funnier anyway, because
I
it's
give
a
you guys
natural
so
one,
much
because
information
why
with your
not?
insight checks. I really should hold
Why
back
not?
a little
It's
bit.
natural one. It's better.
She's
There
probably
are
talking
giant
about like a
bats.
beholder. You don't know what that is. You just like the name a beholder comes to mind, like the word. You're like, oh, I've heard that
You're
somewhere.
going to be beholden to what happens next.
She's actually part of Bardly's crew, and she works in the hideout.
Anyways, so she kind of pats Yorick on the back, having to kind of stoop down a little bit as she is like 6'1", but she makes her way into the tavern, kind of holds the door open for everybody else.
So is he dead?
Oh no, he actually won. Kind of surprised.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Kind of an asshole.
He's our asshole, though.
It took you this long to figure that out?
Well, you
He's
know.
not our asshole. Don't say
Well,
that.
I wouldn't say my asshole because that sounds weird.
And it sounds weird
He's
regardless.
definitely not my asshole. That sounds weird.
See,
Saying
you
our
right
asshole.
there. See, right.
But
See,
why would you
he's
say our asshole? Because now you're assigning him to our asshole, and that is not okay.
No, he's a group thing.
No, I take no possession of him.
Whatever. We're in a traveling group. It's a thing. Anyway, another round, please.
Vladimir looks to kind of take over the shift as it's getting into very late hours of the night. Sends most of his workers sends most of his workers home. Comes over with a tray and just goes, "Here you are."
Hey, Cal, the chat.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, we can take a break unless you guys want to push through. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back. Even though no time passes.
Alright.
And we're back. I know, magic. I know. Yeah. But why it's not they don't even wait anything. Anyways.
This is where you put the mid-roll ads, Cal.
Nick is currently doing some awesome shit and dyeing his hair, so he will not be on camera for a little bit. So, anywho, you all are
Drinking?
at the table still?
Yeah. Unless if we want to have another encounter of someone wanting to
Does anybody else
fight
wanna...
us.
Anyone else want to have a duel casually?
That was pretty...
I actually think it's... Well, Vladimir came and gave us drinks, so... Vladimir,
Yeah.
hopefully your good name and was spread around this evening and this morning of your heroic deeds
I
from last night.
overheard nothing. I slept all day.
Well, then I hope that your compensation was quite sizable. I gave him a crap ton of money.
I think it will suffice. Plus. Okay, fair enough. You feel a sort of amusement. I think it rather suits you.
We're doing the non-corporeal voice trick today, I see.
Huh. I suppose you could call it that.
What would you have me call it otherwise?
Oh no, the name is fine. I'm not insulted or anything. Just
Inside is he
curious.
insulted?
Sure. Make an insight check.
Make an
Inside a disembodied voice of a god. Why not?
Yeah, that's nothing's gonna happen. It's a 10, so.
Okay. Yeah, hard to read. Hard to read disembodied voices.
Yeah,
Mm.
I would imagine.
Have you tried the thing yet?
What thing?
The blessings.
Blessings?
Yes.
Is that what these eye things are that you put on my face?
Yeah, they're an embodiment of it.
Is there a way where they can be less visible, to everybody who fucking can look at my face?
Why would you want to get rid of such a glorious mark of difference?
Because I don't want to be different from my people. Is that not clear?
I feel
enough?
like you crossed that threshold a while ago. I mean, you are kind of in cohorts with a non-traditional deity. We haven't had a proper conversation.
No, it seems like most of them involve you just barging into my room.
I mean, that is the fun part.
Yes, I am just giddy with amusement.
I think we need a proper conversation. Tell you what. I'll host. Next full moon. Keep an eye on Aid. I'll plan something special.
I don't know much about moons, but I have a feeling that you could have just said tomorrow and that would have been ample enough.
Oh, no. Ada, the red moon. It's gonna be about another month.
Well, great. Another month then.
What? That too long? Thought it was quite timely.
No, that's not. Forget it. Are you
Also-
still here?
Well, I wanted to compliment you on besting that the fighter. That was fun. Little tricky, I dig.
I just had a normal match. They were pulling some tricks up their sleeve. It's only fitting that I do the same.
I didn't say it was immoral. I liked it.
What is your deal? Why I still don't understand why you are hounding me of all people.
Oh, I can
We
stop.
literally have the least amount of things in common.
Maybe that's why. There are even forces beyond what I know.
You're literally a god.
Your point?
Oh my god, you're insufferable.
Thanks. I have a feeling we'll broaden each other's perspective.
I really don't like the way you said that word. That makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Oh,
Can you
then
just
I'll
say
leave you.
broaden? Just broaden, like a normal person. Just say it. Just broaden. Just like a normal.
Broaden.
Oh my god. Ugh.
You're fun. We'll hang. Keep an eye on the calendar.
Sure.
Night.
Yes, it is night.
And finally the voice fiddles off into nothing. Yeah.
Before taking his little mini trance, he's definitely gonna just put up the dancing lights in his room and just let it be blue
Mm-hmm.
for a second. And he's going to. It's like a light teal blue, and he's just going to turn them to like a darker blue, just like a very dark, soft, like ocean water blue.
Mm-hmm.
I never liked teal. And then he'll just go into his trance/sleep.
Okay. Let's... August. As you and Selenium kind of quiet down for the eve, is there anything that you would like to bring
No.
She kind of looks over and was like, what was that about the roommates thing?
Yeah.
Are they just awkward like that?
You, the drow.
I mean, yeah, but kind of all of them.
I don't know. I think they seem like normal men.
Guess men are very different from where you are, maybe, than me?
I don't know. I think Zunrith is just trying to get a rise out of me by insinuating that I slept with Gwendolyn or Zara.
Yeah. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Sorry,
also,
I
was
don't
like,
know. That came out wrong. I'm not good at talking.
Well, I was also, like pretty young at the time. So it's a weird insinuation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's just what men think girls do at boarding schools.
Maybe, yeah. Well, I mean, is that what men do at boys do at boarding school?
I
wonder if
think
that's why
my
they
brother
think
did
that.
that at boarding school.
Hmm.
Not you, I have several brothers. You didn't go to boarding school.
Who are you talking to, August?
Sorry, Lindsay's talking to Lucian, making faces.
Lindsay just or August just imagines Lucian's face in her mind. You're disgusting.
He stopped slapping the raw chicken. That's why I knew he was making a face.
Oh, man.
I don't know. I've never really asked what boys got up to at boarding schools.
Hmm.
Don't really want to know.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be kind of gross.
Oh, probably.
I don't know.
I don't know. They probably burp in each other's faces and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I guess. I mean, this is why I like the nomads. There's less of this, like, expectation. You know what I mean?
No, I have no idea what you mean.
Like, I don't know. At school, they expect you to behave a certain way, and there's all these rules. And then I got there, and it was just like free.
Guess I can see that, but I still have no urge to burp in anyone's face.
I mean, like, don't know until you try it, but I don't make a habit out of it. It's just, I don't know.
There are some things I just know I wouldn't enjoy.
Yeah.
Without trying it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sort of. I'm kind of like, I just feel like there's so much stuff to do, to experience.
Guess so.
Just in life. I don't know, I feel like you get exposed to something that's so different from what you grew up with, and then you're just like, endless possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, I guess nomads would. I mean, if you have no rules. How long were you with them?
Oh gosh. Probably like 6 years?
Wow.
Yeah, they, actually, to be perfectly honest, I'm traveling with something. Kind of was able to find it in the storerooms, but, and she kind of pulls out this crystal. Supposed to take this to, some island. It's an astral gem.
I'm afraid I don't know what that is. Did they not give you more instructions than some island?
It's... I mean, we have a map. I have a map of where it is. We're not too far off, to be honest. But it's a connection point. Looking to establish some sort of connection with the monastery on this island.
Oh. So are you heading off on your own then? Get to this island?
Well,
How did you have that in prison?
oh, I grabbed it out of the storeroom when we went there.
Oh.
I mean, I don't want to go alone, but it's kind of hoping I could convince you all to go that direction maybe at some point. But looks like you all might have your work cut out for you.
I think there's quite a lot to do.
Yeah. Maybe you can just tell me where you're going. We can meet up there.
Oh, I'm going back home to kill the Baron.
Wow. Going straight for the kill. I remember the way you used to talk about it. I know there was a sense of dislike, but it seems to have strengthened since we last talked.
Yeah, I mean, that's because I found out he killed my brothers and sisters, so. Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah,
that would do it.
I saw him kill one of them right in front of me, and apparently Lucian saw it too, so different one, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna kill him. And I see no reason to just lollygag around.
Fair enough. Well, if it's that important to you, quite honestly, it's kind of against the tenets of the nomad tribe I was a part of, so.
Murder.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
guess
mean,
you
it's
have
pretty
some rules.
standard. I'll find a way there after. And help if I can.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to find a boat around here anyways to get where you need to go.
Yeah. It's getting late.
It has been late for a few hours.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yes. And she kind of goes over to her bed. Vian's kind of getting the covers. It's a pretty night.
I guess. Yeah, it is nice. It's nice being next to the sea.
You always did have such high standards, and I mean that in the best way. And you should.
Oh no, I mean maybe I do. I just see no reason to I don't know, have low standards. I mean, why would you?
Yeah.
But I guess I never considered myself having high standards. I don't know, you know, all nights seem the same.
Mm.
Just different moon phases.
True.
And sometimes it's cloudy and sometimes it's not. Just
It's fair. I don't know, I feel like there's a certain magic in appreciating the beauty of the moment.
think you're awfully fond of nature.
Yeah, and that only grew.
Yeah, I noticed that.
And you still have a fondness for order and structure.
You think that?
Well, I mean, you like your mannerisms and your presentation, your poise, which is stunning.
I just don't think about it. It's just ingrained, I guess, at this point.
Yeah. Kind of started to slip away from me.
I don't think you had a good grasp on it to begin with.
Thanks. um. You know, you were the prettiest girl in school, right?
I never thought that, you know. It's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, just no.
I mean, I heard about it from all the mean girls, but kind of jealous.
Wait, was I not one of the mean girls? I feel very offended right now.
I didn't think you were. Did you want to be?
I mean, that would have been cool.
I think they're all in a bunch of like. I think they're all working in a bunch of like food service right now. Like, I don't
All the
think
mean
any
girls
of
were
them
like
are in business.
rich, weren't they?
You know, at least the ones
Like,
that
if
I
you're
knew.
rich, you don't have to work anywhere.
True. I mean, the ones that I knew, there was something that happened. Then again, I haven't talked with them in years, obviously.
Yeah, I haven't spoken to anyone since I left. Just you in prison.
Yeah,
So
crazy. Man, I didn't even think about that. That must be real weird.
yeah, I feel like I kind of mentioned that already.
Yeah. Well, hopefully your opinion of me hasn't sunk too low.
No, it hasn't. I continue to have a high opinion of you, no matter how long you spent in jail and for whatever reason.
Appreciate it. Kind of a stupid situation, anyways. I mean, you were in jail for a little bit.
Told you.
I mean, I overheard some of the conversation earlier. I mean, we all walked together for like 3 weeks.
Oh yeah, I forgot we talked about that.
Yeah.
I was in there for like 2 days.
Yeah. Not much, but still a criminal. Just say. Technically.
I mean, I've definitely had plenty of reasons to go to jail. But
Ooh.
my dragon friend destroyed that whole city, so you know.
Right.
That's...
Yeah. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Ooh. We'll have to talk more about that at some point. What's going on there?
Sure. Not really sure what
Explain
else
it.
there is to say.
I mean, like, how did you entertain a dragon? Like,
Oh, I pulled a fast one.
which
On some other people.
means... Wait, what?
What?
What was that
I
last
said
bit?
I pulled a fast one on some other people.
Some other people... Okay, so there were other people there.
Yeah, there were like 14 of them.
Okay.
There was a cult involved.
Ah.
You know, it's like they came into town and they were just, I was, you know, like 17 or 18, and they were really friendly, and they said, oh, we'll give you free food if you come with us.
Gotcha.
And I just run away from home, and I was like, oh, that sounds great. You know, and being homeschooled or boarding school, I never really heard of a cult in that sense.
Huh.
Yeah, so they were worshiping the dragon,
Gotcha. And
turns out.
what happened to them?
Oh, they tried to sacrifice me, so I sacrificed to them instead.
Oh. Damn. That's impressive and scary at the same time.
Yeah, it was mostly through just talking my way out of it. To the dragon, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
Cultists weren't too keen.
Right.
But yeah, I talked my way out of that situation. So the dragon killed the cultists. I did not. Just pointing that out. And then it was pretty much keep the dragon entertained or also get killed by the dragon at that point. Backed myself into a corner anyways.
Gotcha.
It's been an unfortunate experience.
Yeah. Sounds like a lot. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're alive.
Me too. Most days.
I think I've
Didn't feel so great about the whole city getting destroyed.
I mean, if it helps, everyone I met in that prison, which all came from the city, were a bunch of assholes.
Yeah.
That feels wrong.
Yeah.
What happened
Just-
to me?
I just hope that it was, property damage more than anything.
Hmm.
And, all the people who aren't, evil and torturing prisoners made it out okay. But to be fair, it wasn't all me, apparently. There was something ghastly down in the
Maybe we should
prison.
go back and check some time.
I'll check when I'm ready. Not sure I'm ready to know the results yet. And also whatever was down in the prison, I don't know if it's still there.
True.
It aged my brother like 30 years.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Fucking weird magic.
I think I would prefer to return at a later date when we can be certain that thing is gone.
Yeah. And you can see her eyes are starting to like just kind of shut from just sheer exhaustion.
Yeah. We should get to bed. It's late. Like you said. Several hours past late.
Several hours. Night, August.
Good night, Solony.
And night goes further. Lucian, are you up to anything?
No.
Begging raw chicken on my wall.
That was so much time! Solanine, shoot your shot!
And that is where
I
we'll.
had to say something.
that will be the end of tonight. So thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next Wednesday.
Solanine!